Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another round of NXT. It's split one, round 5, I believe it is, and we are here in COTA. Unfortunately for today, we have a very small grid, consisting of only 13 drivers, 8 of which in GT3 and only 5 in Hypercar. But let's hope we can still have a decent race tonight. So, currently watching Magnus Mikkelsen. I'm sorry, Magnus Mikkelsen, not Marcus Mikkelsen, in the number 10 Spirit of Le Mans Aston Martin, making his way around the final 2 corners of this GP course. In 2 minute 10 is currently the time to beat by Roland Dozer. As he crosses the line, and it is a 2:09.6 for Magnus. Lucas Mutzig in the number 92. Manthai First Form Racing Porsche is next up. Here to set a lap. As now Corey Jason tops the standings, beating Mikkelsen's time by 2/10 on his banker. So I expect something like a 2:09.4 from that man as a banker. Lucas Mutzig now into the pit lane in the number 92 car. We now watch Andrew Taylor, who's currently sitting on a 2:11.8 for Ferrari A, of course, in the number 21 car. Just after Curtis in the number 77 Ford Mustang, or the number 88 Ford Mustang. As we do actually have another one joining us. Daniel Adesina in Hypercar. Number 93, I believe that is. So now with Andrew Taylor, we are looking to putting it on pole. He's currently only 2.3 seconds off, so there is not too much time between him and the pole leading man of Corey Jason, but I believe that Corey Jason will extend that gap of his, considering he's just in front of this is the number 46 BMW, and I just forgot what I wanted to say before. Corey Jason to the line, 2:08.5, over 1 second quicker than Mikkelsen, who's currently in P2. Lucas Mutzig now in his outlap. Roland Dozer still sitting in P3, the Mercedes AMG Petronas. Now starting his lap, I think this is Dimitri Bourdais in the number... Yes, this is Dimitri Bourdais in the number 78 or the 87, I don't know exactly, I think it's the 87, Lexus. Who is currently sitting P3 with 2:09.9. Not the worst of times. But certainly not quite a good time yet. A good enough time for anything better than P3, though Mikkelsen is not too far up the road for him. And he's certainly quicker in that last sector. Corey Jason with a mighty first sector. Over 4/10 quicker than the rest of the pack. in that first sector alone. It's not a nice cut to watch though. Let's watch someone else. Oscar Norberg, the number 27 out of racing Aston Martin. 2 Aston Martins actually. That is pretty rare. That is Lucas Muzik right up behind Corey Jason. So, Lucas Muzik currently sitting still in P7, the number 92 car. Hasn't been the best of seasons for him. But from what I can see now, no one's really improving. Dimitri Baudet improved to a 209.8. Other than that, there's a lot of time to find between these drivers. With Muzik, no improvement for him. This will be likely the final lap Corey Jason is in that we'll see today. Magnus Mikkelsen currently on a time. The hunt for pole position. The first sector I think was invalid. If it was, he's not going to be able to make it round for one more time. And he isn't. So that is all looks like a Corey Jason pole positioner. Dimitri Baudet is still in sector 1. So now the hypercars are allowed to enter the fast lane and leave the pits. Well, technically, Kusira was a couple of seconds early, but it's a couple. It's 5 seconds, so, and he's not gonna impede anyone because Lucas Muzik is all the way on the other side of the track, and the hypercar is maybe 15 seconds a lap faster than a GT3 around here, and not 2 minutes. As Lucas Muzik now pulls to the side of the road, that is his qualifying done. So we'll now have what car that is. It seems to be a Porsche. I think it's a Porsche. It might be a Porsche. I don't know. We'll see at the start of the race. It's now Peter Kuismanen who fought for the win last time around at Brazil. Now trying to find some time to get himself on provisional pole position. It is a ride back into the pit lane though. Mohamed Colombo bound from qualifying will start at the back of the grid. That is not too big of a penalty considering there's only 6 cars, hypercars today here. Number 6 Porsche of Jasper Kuismanen, who's second in the championship standings, will be the first car to start his outlap. Into turn 1. Late on the brakes, little lock up there from Kuismanen. Now it is currently a purple sector. Is the first driver to start his flying lap. Big lob up there again. It's a little bit too aggressive on the brakes and he's sitting too long on 100% from what I can see. 100% brake pressure. A little bit better, still a little bit too long on 100%. Now through this section of the track, now in second gear. Not an optimal lap time certainly, but it will be good enough to begin with as the tires are screaming. Braking towards the apex and over the start finish line. It's a 52.9 for Kuismanen. Daniel, it is seen now second. That is not a respectable lap time from them. It's now Bam Horizontal to the top of the timings. A 52.8. Not that much better than Kuismanen. But those times are just getting started. Screeching tires there for Norbert Precker. Around the final corner, this will not be enough for anything better than P3, and indeed it is P3, a 54.1. For the man who has been so unlucky for the entire season. not the cleanest of sector ones for him. It's a very tricky sector one. You have to pretty much nail it. Now Norbert Frecker on his way through the final corner. And is it an improvement? Right now it is an improvement, but it won't be enough for the Ferrari driver. Still a 53.5, still 7 tenths. Number 6 Porsche also is Kuismanen. On the final corner he goes. Is it going to be pole position? Yes, it is provisional pole position. For the only Porsche Penske on track right now. So, Jasper Kuismanen, he gained a quarter of a tenth in the first sector, but lost it in the second sector. So he was dead even with his previous time entering sector 3. Now it is all about his third sector. But he does decide to go back into the pit lane. What about Ben Morris Hodges? Proton Porsche is running the final corner. But it was invalidation, and I'm sorry that I did not show that. Tower. And yes, indeed, Edesina is, by the way, a Peugeot driver. Norbert Frecker now finds some time, getting himself close to pole time, only 5 tenths off. But not much closer than that. At the minute, Ben Morris are just slightly slower in sector 2. Throwing the car around. Oh, that the tires will definitely, absolutely do not like that. Now goes wide. This might have been an invalidation. I assume this is where he invalidated his last lap. And he goes out wide again, and that will his lap time be pretty much over. So he'll have to go again. I guess for Kuismanen now on another lap. Some more fuel. What about Norbert Frecker, who's currently in the last two final corners? He's currently on a cooldown lap. And we'll go again now. Ferrari have locked out every front row of the season. Oh no, not every front row, but almost every front row. Well, actually, I don't know. Not in Spa, not in... No. We'll see. Anyways, so... Can Ferrari get another pole position? They have gotten every pole this season, I know that for a fact. Or will Porsche Penske put it on pole? Normal Packer. Oh, locking the rear brakes, even though that first sector was quite good. Personal improvement there for him. This wasn't quite enough, and it will be his penultimate lap that he'll get through. Oh, not penultimate. Actually, it might be his penultimate lap. It will be very close for Norman Packer. But I do not believe that he is anywhere close to more runs, and indeed he is not. Going a bit slowly there. Letting the Peugeot of Adesina finish his lap. Now, Packer will be the first driver to start the final lap, alongside the Peugeot. Throwing it into the S's, left, right, left again, but the Ferrari does not like it, and Packer's out of this session as he returns to pit lane. Kuismanen finishing his lap currently. Not a representative time for the Porsche driver, so the pole position will very, very likely go to a Porsche driver, but is it Jasper Kuismanen or is it Ben Morris Hodges? Morris Hodges on any time. So now starts his flyer. Currently, only these two off track. Kuismanen 30.8, Morris Hodges 30.8, but half a tenth quicker there for Ben Morris Hodges in sector 1. With the old Proton Porsche livery. If you ask me, it's a far better looking Proton Porsche livery. Now braking into the hairpin. So Kuismanen not able to improve on his run. Ben Morris Hodges is up, and he's looking like pole position here for Ben Morris Hodges in his first race in Hypercar. Unless he does actually invalidate. Morris just crossed the line. And it is pole at 52.2. Not as fast as I expected it, but pole is pole. He did what he needed to do. Then Morris just puts it on pole for Proton competition. So there you have your grades. Ben Morris just leads Jasper Kuismanen, then Norbert Precker and Daniel Adesina. Peter Kosiro and Mohamed Colombo will start on the third row. Then fourth row, Corey Jason and Roland Dozel.
Drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Magnus Mikkelsen and Dimitri Bode on row number 5. Then Oscar Norberg and Lucas Mutic on row number 6, 10th and 11th. Then finally Curtis Ilianu and Max Moran. And where did Andrew Taylor go? Andrew Taylor seemingly disconnected from the session. That's unfortunate. And Taylor will try to join us afterwards though. He'll miss the start it seems. So it's to Ferrari and Porsche for once. It's the first time Porsche has taken pole, it's not a Penske. So Ben Morris Hodges will lead the hypercar field. It's a very small hypercar field, but it is what it is. It is what it is, they say. So let's hope next up Fuji will bring a little bit better attendance and stuff, but now when is Ben Morris Hodges gonna accelerate when other green lights gonna be given to the cars, and it is green flag as the race director says. Mohamed Colombo immediately through the middle of the Peugeot and his teammate Norbert Precker up into third place. Colombo did what he needed to do because he ran on the inside late on the brakes. There goes Morris Hodges giving Jasper Kuismanen the lead, and Mohamed Colombo goes through as well. Colombo last 2 seconds in one corner. That is his qualifying button. Ben immediately served, and now he's being chased by Ben Morris Hodges in the number 99 Proton competition Porsche, who lost his lead into turn 1 with a big lockup, getting demoted down into P3, but Morris Hodges on his side got Norbert Precker right behind him, and Ferrari is trying to close out the Constructors' Championship today, and Morris Hodges late on the brakes. That will compromise his exit though a little bit, and maybe now Precker will be able to launch an attack. Corey Jason in the back. Good start there from Oscar Norberg, who is up into second position. Magnus Mikkelsen, awful start there for him, but no one has been lost too much. Are we having any fight? Morris Hodges round the outside of Mohamed Colombo. Ben Morris Hodges now trying to defend the Ferrari. Colombo with the good old switchback as they're side by side. Colombo trying to go over the grass there, not sending it, but instead waiting for Morris Hodges to make a mistake. He has gone pretty deep, and now he's got 2 Ferraris right behind him, and the 2 AF Corse cars got to work together here to get ahead of the Proton Porsche. because Kuismanen is flying out in front, and Ferrari would like to keep that 100% win rate they have at the moment in NXT. Now there's a toe for Colombo. Is he going to send it down the inside at turn 1? It's going to be late on the brakes for Colombo. No, it's not. I believe that the AF Course crew do want to play the long game here instead and wait until one of the Porsches does eventually mess up the strategy or run out of fuel or make a mistake. And Morris Hodges seemingly better in that first sector, and this is really where the LMDH is just that much faster than the LMH Ferrari, because it's just so much quicker out of the corner. But now, so COTA is naturally an LMDH track, especially since the Ferrari has been nerfed. We don't know by how much, but we know that it has been nerfed. Precker going out wide. Now Colombo in the toe. Unfortunately, the timing screen is very messed up. It's a bug within LMU itself, so it's not really that smart to show to you guys, because that is just not a really a representative timing table at the moment. I checked the positions gained or lost. Mohamed Colombo definitely the winner of the start, 3 gained positions. The loser of the start being Morris Hodges, who's lost 1, and Norman Precker is not quite able to live up go the same pace as the leading 3, and now Morris Hodges is catching on Kuismanen. We have this 3-way fight, 2 Porsches and 1 Ferrari. No one's too far behind to be left out. Corey Jason, on the other hand, in LMGT3, that is a big old lead from the BMW driver, dominant as we know it from him. As now Dimitri Baudet is gonna try to make a move on Oscar Norberg. Lexus looks like it has more pace, and Roland Dose is also up behind these two. That is 1, 2, 3 front engine cars. Roland Dose now on the inside of the Lexus. The Mercedes is very quick in a straight line. They go 3 wide into turn 1. Now, a little touch there between Baudet and Roland Dose, but I don't think anyone has lost too much as they now touch again. And I think that last one was personal. Magnus Mikkelsen around the outside of Lucas Mutzig and the Mercedes of Roland Dose. Argy-bargy between the 2 front engines. Now the Porsche is in the mix as well. And Aston Martin are running P3 and P2 at the moment. That would be a mega result for the team if they could get that in. Up in Hypercar, not a lot is happening. Colombo's playing the long game right now. Let's look at the energy remaining we have after 2 laps. And Colombo has taken definitely less. Morris Hodges seemingly looking for a late stop here. But Ferrari definitely trying to stop as early as they can, because this is not a race where you can save fuel until the end. This is why it is 65 minutes instead of 60. GT3s are locked to the medium size, but Kuismanen and Morris Hodges have decided, all 3 Porsches have decided to go for a hard medium, while the 2 Ferraris are on a full medium set. The different strategies is definitely very interesting, and now Roland Dose has found his way past Magnus Mikkelsen, and Baudet has found his way past Lucas Mutzig. And they are catching Oscar Norberg. So Roland Dose might be up in P2 again, as now Norberg has a bad exit out of the corner. and now that will allow Roland Dozer flashing the lights on that AMG, but Mikkelsen is in his mirrors, and I think he has to look and worry about Mikkelsen rather than he has to worry about getting past Norberg. Now Mikkelsen's gonna try to go the long way around. Roland Dozer cuts him off. The Danish man trying everything to force Mercedes into a mistake, and Mikkelsen on the grass there. A little bit too overconfident there, trying to take too much, to make too much out of the corner. Max Moron in the meanwhile, and Kutis Ilianu in the back. I'm sorry that I'm switching between all of these cams and stuff, but I just don't want to miss anything, because even for me the timing limits are absolutely booked. So we'll stay with this LMGT3 battle. And now Magnus Mikkelsen is under pressure from Dimitri Brodé, and Roland Dozer hops over the curb there. The AMG in the air. And who's gonna get the best rundown? Lukas Mutzig definitely in the worst position here in the Porsche, with that slow straight line speed of the Porsche. But now Roland Dozer might be in a good position to attack the second of the Aston Martins. He's cleared one on the last lap, and he's gonna try to clear the other one in this lap. The Heart of Racing car moves to the inside now. Roland Dozer late on the brakes there, tries to go around the outside of the Aston Martin, forces him out wide. Here comes Magnus Mikkelsen. He's gonna take the lead and the second place. But Norberg, very brave on the brakes, and it does stand as it is. Now Dimitri Brodé in that mix as well. Roland Dozer late on the brakes there on the inside. He's going to have the better line now, and now there's Dimitri Brodé on the inside as well. And now there's three wide, Mikkelsen, Dozer, and Brodé. And Brodé is eventually the one who is in the worst position, because he has got the longest spray. Is he going to be able to go around the outside of the Aston Martin? No, he is not. Maybe he's going to be there with a good old switchback. Let's go on board with Dimitri Brodé. This is what it looked like with a Lexus down the inside, and that was way too overconfident as he hits Roland Dozer. He tried to go for a move on the Aston Martin, but it was just the Mercedes in the way of Roland Dozer. That car is not looking good, and the Aston Martins are essentially just gonna wait until the rest of the guys finish each other. Lukas Mutzig now lost a little bit of time there as well. Has he maybe been hit? I don't know. The back of the Porsche looks good, but the front, I think I could see a little bump there to the front right. Yes, there is some slight damage. Top 3 in hypercar as they are, and Maurice Hodges is now a lot more closer to Kuismanen than Colombo is to Maurice Hodges. And I can see definitely where this is going. Looking at the tire wear, Colombo and Kuismanen do have better tire wear than Maurice Hodges, and Colombo has the best out of everyone. As the two Porsches are really throwing their cars with this bit, and now Max Moron has been passed by Kutis Ilianu and Max Moron into the barrier, and that is the rearing of that Mercedes AMG off. Not a good day he's having there, Max Moron. And the number 63 Mercedes AMG. Who is having a good day is Corey Jason. He's currently out of everybody's league, and I'd say that's about a 20-second gap he's already built within 10 minutes of racing. Now Roland Dozer in second place. Oscar Norberg has dropped behind Dimitri Brodé and Lukas Mutzig, so it has chilled down a little bit as we now watch the Aston Martin of Magnus Mikkelsen, who's up behind Roland Dozer for second place. They cross the line. Roland Dozer with an 11.9, Magnus Mikkelsen slightly slower there. Everybody from that pack 2 to 6 does look like they can go the same pace here. 2 at the back, it's a little different story, and then Corey Jason up in front over 2 seconds a lap quicker than everybody. So Max Verstappen driving here from Corey Jason as now Mohamed Colombo and Norbert Precker have swapped places. Colombo seemingly with a mistake there. Now he's not under pressure by the second of the Penske Porsches, Peter Kusira, and that was just way too optimistic from Peter Kusira, who finds himself in the runoff. Was just trying a little bit too much there to get ahead of the Porsche. Now it's down to Norbert Precker to try and find a way to these top two. Has there maybe been contact? I really want to know if there was contact between these two. Now we have some laps. And it does seem like Mo made contact with Curtis Ilianu in the Mustang, who's doing donuts on track. Or is he trying to spin around? I think he's trying to spin around. Oh, actually. Still in pursuit of Roland Dozer. Now Precker going by, chasing up two Porsches, but it looks like they have just a tiny bit more pace. Even though on fastest laps he's only a tenth off them. It does look like the game is very much in love with this helicopter camera. And yeah, that is the result of having hot tires. Oh, and it was a very, very close one with Norbert Precker and Curtis Ilianu. That is a very, very, very bad spot to be standing. Dimitri Baudet having to go out wide. Can we get a different camera angle? Corey Jason making his pit stop already. That's a very early stop. So Corey Jason likely trying to go until the end in his BMW. And that is also a pit stop, a very early pit stop for Mohamed Colombo. So definitely an undercut strategy against the two Porsches up in front. Norbert Precker still in pursuit of them, and on that last lap. Oh, I wish these timing stands would work, but bro, the only thing that's working is the personal fastest lap. Colombo comes out to Borges, currently in the final corner. So does Colombo have the pace? I definitely do think he has that. But let's see. The two Porsches have the tire and fuel management as well as strategy to be able to save this. And start playing out. Roland also getting clear of Marcus Mikkelsen, but Dimitri Valdet in pursuit of Lucas Mutzik in the number 92 car, being chased by the number 87 car. They're trying to find a way past, a little bit of argy-bargy between him and the Porsche. Dimitri Valdet a little bit too close there. Oh, there's contact between Valdet and Mutzik. Valdet a little too late on the brakes here. drivers in pursuit of each other. No, Captain F was not right. Oh my days! I want to kill myself. Not literally YouTube. It's just a saying. Colombo is, well, not complaining, but rather beefing in the chat while driving. That is surely a skill. You get to see the tire wear on these cars. Like, I know BMH wants to help Kuismanen, not BMH, sorry. Marzal just wants to help Kuismanen in the standings, but Jesus Christ, I might turn the stream off. Fact, though, that is very impressive. Driving while typing. No, he didn't. He did an early stop. He did an early stop and is probably going to try to go until the end, which is definitely possible. But it will definitely put him at a disadvantage. There's not a lot of quick times though. 54s. Damn. He'll surely have some serious work ahead of him. Fact. The tracker is visibly catching. Oh, lockups from both the Porsches. The BMW is not gonna come. Not gonna really come. Not gonna help him either. How does this help 12 US? Oh, now practice there. Now there's a BMW of Corey Jason, and he might pose a little obstacle to one of these drivers. And practice late on the brakes down the inside on BMH. Sorry, on Morris Hodges. I'm just too used to the name BMH from F1 times. Now Precker is in the toe of the Porsche. Definitely went quickest on that last lap. Second of the Ferraris, that is currently at the front. We'll try to lose these two as much time as possible. But does Kuismanen have the pace to pull away from these two once the two of them start fighting, because now the man-fly Porsche of Lucas Mutzig that is not going to play into the hands of Morris Hodges. There will be a Lexus GT3 up the road. Kuismanen going very wide. Brecker is on the rear of the Porsche of Morris Hodges. Sticking into the toe, but the Porsche just has a... It seems it has either a little bit more top speed or a setup better suited for that matter. Morris Hodges and Brecker make contact. Both of them do not take any damage from that. I'm sorry that it is on medium and hard, that it is on tires, but the timing screen is just incredibly bugged. It's the problem for other leagues as well. Like BMS had it, it still has it, so it's still a problem. First sector is definitely where the LMDH is better than the LMH, especially the Ferrari. It's not that fast of a car anymore, so the odds might favor the two Porsche drivers here on this track. Even though this is quite commonly known as a good Ferrari track. Now Morris Hodges has to give up the position because of a track in the morning, but is going to try to get it right back. Brecker allows him that very kindly. They are now passing the LMGT3 leader, but Morris Hodges runs out wide, but there's a little slide for Brecker that allows Morris Hodges to stay ahead, but a much better line for Norbert Brecker. Now he'll be that much closer. Is he going to be able to outbrake the Porsche? No, he is not on this occasion, but Morris Hodges runs out wide, rejoins by about 1.5 cars ahead. Now Norbert Brecker is on the rear wing of the Porsche. BMH looks like he has the better setup for this occasion. Brecker trying to lure BMH into Morris Hodges into a trap, and he has successfully done so. Morris Hodges making mistake after mistake after mistake. And now there's another mistake for the Porsche, but Brecker still can't find his way past. And now Brecker has made a little mistake. Now the odds favor the Porsche once again, the Proton car once again, because it is just a better section for the track for this car. Kuismanen laughing out in front, trying to get away. Now the gap has once again gotten a little bit bigger. Colombo fastest lap of the race. I'm very surprised. Currently inside the one, pulling a gap to Kuismanen and the others. He's still on the same lap. And Brecker has made a mistake, it seems. Oh no, he actually doesn't. Wait, what? Okay, now I'm just stupid. Now the gap has gotten bigger between the number 51 car and the number 99. Morris Hodges. He's broken free of Norbert Brecker. Yes, Rogers has saved quite a lot of energy there. I wish I could see the. I wish I could see the gap to the car, to the 50. Of course, it has to be booked. But Colombo roughly taking 1 second out of the rest of the cars in front right now. Per lap. So we could be ahead after the three of these cars make the pit stop. Depending on whether he took some new tires or not. Oh, not new tires, new body parts, exactly. And new tires, because the ones he had before are very likely flat spotted. .7, Cracker 43.2, Kuismanen 43.1, Morris Hodges 43.3, Receiver. That is definitely, the first sector is definitely the sector of the Porsche. Oh no, it's a second. 31.3, Kuismanen 31.3. Morris Hodges 31.2, Colombo 41.7, Cracker. Cracker wasted his tires. 3, Nicholson not quite in the reach for anything. Corey Jason will be at the back of Dimitri Baudet in a couple of laps. Try something unique with the strategy there. All three Porsches with that red hard tire on the front left, that is a very, very unusual strategy. Because usually you don't do that here. Alright. Might be TikTok time.
It's me.
Oh, sorry. Not here, obviously. Actually, I'll get some food. I need something to entertain me. got myself some food. Oh, and Corey Jason on the back of Dimitri Baudet. So on that last lap, Colombo once again the fastest in the first sector. How about the second sector? Wasn't ideal from him. But he's still the fastest. So Colombo fastest man on track right now. Even after his collision with his GT3. And Corey Jason goes past Dimitri Baudet. Now try to get after Magnus Mikkelsen. Magnus Mikkelsen. Jasper Kuismanen in the pits. Oh my god! Sorry. Oh my god! Did the brakes fail or something? What the fuck happened there? What in the... What? Oh. Where's my stream? There's my stream. We ignore that, what just happened. Oh my god. Yeah, that is, where's Colombo? Kuismanen got the entire pit lane ahead of him. Colombo is in the long right hander. Trekkers jumped him. Oh, that is how to bottle a win. Colombo is a bit behind. If he can hold on to this pace. What is the energy on Kuismanen? He's underfueled. Kuismanen is underfueled. Kuismanen has severely underfueled the car. Severely. He's... Wait, did he have to serve a stop go or something? Can see Colombo in the back there. Oh wait, has he underfueled the car or was it just... No, he has not. Okay, luckily he has not. Okay, it was stuck at 24%, that's why I said he underfueled the car. That should work. It might be close, but it should work. Again, apologies for the laughing, but which was so bizarre to see him miss his entire pit box by like a pit lane or something. Where's my beer, bro? Where's my alcohol? Not alcohol. Alcohol-free beer. Sorry, YouTube. Please understand me. There it is. Do not drink, kids. Drinking is very, very bad. Also, just into the pit lane. Let's see if he's gonna get his pit stop right. See if he can come out ahead of Norbert Precker. Norbert Precker, fastest man on the track at the moment. He's got a drive-through. Morsage has had a drive-through. That might have just gifted the win to Norbert Precker. Did Porsche actually moving like Peugeot? Like, sorry. Yes, Precker win. Very, very likely. So it is not Colombo's 100% win streak, but it is a 100% Ferrari win streak. I won't say anything yet. Everything can happen. That is definitely Fanta YouTube. That's definitely a soft drink I'm drinking right now. Looking at the virtual energy, Morsart just got a couple of laps still. Precker is definitely overfueled the car, but it does not matter. He's still ahead. Porsche will outscore Ferrari for the first time ever, but it's just looking like Ferrari would still take home that 100% win rate at the moment. Robert also has been in the pits. That leaves Magnus Mikkelsen with a lead. With a provisional lead in GT3. Oh no, with the current lead in GT3, but not the provisional. You get me. Certainly looking like an overtracker win. I'm not drinking! I mean, I am drinking, but I am drinking a soft drink, boy. Yeah. That is what it is, Lucas. That is how racing is. That's why it's called endurance racing. Oh, Marisol just gotten drifting and going out wide. Currently in turn 1, the Porsche, the Ferrari in the final turn. Yeah, and Colombo has overtaken Peter Kuismanen and is about half a lap down Jasper Kuismanen. I don't think that he'll catch him, so that will be the... I'm pretty sure that is it almost done. Fastman on track, still Norbert Precker. Colombo and Kuismanen now on the same amount of virtual energy. I'm hanging myself, this is boring. Niklas in. DJs, and probably those are through as well. Marisol just might be able to go till the end here. Unusual strategy. A props there. To be fair, half the competition got taken, so took themselves out. But well. wondering how this is able to have 12 viewers consistently. No, this is virtual energy. Alphonse, this is virtual energy. It quite literally says energy remaining. That is also why it only shows for hypercars. This is showing his virtual energy. The question is whether he has enough fuel. How his fuel ratio is. If it's like 14, 13, then it's probably because the stream is like half a lap down. Right now he's at 13. I mean, probably at 12 right now. I said the stream is like half a second down. Yeah, half a minute down. But we gotta talk about track limits again. Mo says Ben has 6 minutes. Okay, then he's definitely not making it until the end. And then this is bugged. Bro, LMU like fix your programs, boy. I don't even know if it's a program, because why would they touch a program? It's still the old graphics. Doesn't make sense to me. Looks so weird. With a one tire of a different color. Is he going to come in? He is coming in now. Let's hope he doesn't get a speeding. I don't think he did get a speeding. So, Morrison just into the pit lane, refueling. Very, very careful. Albert Precker now through the final 2 corners. Morrison just going again. He will be very close between the 2 of them. Morrison is able to get the power down. Precker. No, not yet for Morrison. Precker coming down the pit row. Coming past the pit exit. It's gonna be close, but Albert Precker is in the lead of the race. But can he hold it? Can he hold Morris Hodges behind for the last 2 to 3 laps? I wish I could see the gap. Fuck you, LMU. Fuck you. Now, obviously, I'm just kidding. I love to all the developers who are even making this game possible, and the Peugeot with a very big moment there. Can Ferrari and Preco win it, or will Morris Hodges and Proton Competitioner come out ahead on debut? Hodges has cleared the traffic of Daniel Adesina in the number 93 Peugeot. Preco known to make basically no mistakes, but having some terrible luck. Pace against consistency, the gap is 4.1 I think. I just saw it glimpse through all of the random numbers that this program is throwing at me at the moment. By the time Preco crosses the line, we'll have at least 2 more laps. 1 minute and 50 is a lap roughly here, and we'll have likely 2, maybe 3 laps. But I would rather go with 2. Ferrari couldn't win the IRL, but can I win it here in NXT? If they could, this would be a this would be a very, very solid victory for them. Not being the favorites going into this weekend. But Morris Hodges and Proton Competition have the power to do something about it. It's 3/10 that Morris Hodges is quicker than Preco in Sector 1. So the Porsches, definitely the quicker cars on the track than Norbert Preco right now. Oh, oops. How much visual energy did the 99 actually take? It definitely did not take 8%. I hope for him that it did. I mean, never mind, he would. I should be able to do it. Last sector was dead equal between the two of them. Morris Hodges by just a tiny margin quicker here. But we actually do have a battle here. Nicholson against Baudet for these final couple of laps. And we'll probably will go again. With Norbert Preco. So Roland Dole is about 15 seconds in front of this battle, and Corey J is leading by, I would say, 30 to 40 seconds. Just your classic Corey Jason domination, huh? Having some GT3 traffic. This is a very bad spot for GT3 traffic, because now you're gonna have to go all the long way around on these GT3 cars. Preco will go one more time. Hodges, not only the second sector, neither for Kuismanen. And Kusira is fighting Colombo. Porsche against Ferrari. Kuismanen dedicated to outscore, to make it happen and outscore Ferrari. But Colombo with the switchback, centimeters between the two of them. Colombo trying to go a long way around, maybe on the switchback now. Can he get Kuismanen? No, Kuismanen, the Porsche just has the tiny advantage over the Ferrari. Now, Colombo trying to find a way past. Yeah, that is the time gone. Morris Hodges has given up the position to Jasper Kuismanen. Can Colombo still catch Kuismanen? We don't know, but what we do know that it will be a delighting victory for Precker and Ferrari. It has been a string of wins ever since Seed Rank Season 1. He has always been up there, but he always got so unlucky, and finally once, for one time, luck was finally on his side. Luck paired with pace. Incredible drive from Robert Precker and Ferrari. Of course, show again why they are the top notch. The prancing horse cannot be dethroned as Norbert Precker leads of course over the line to win in COTA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins for Ferrari in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins for Corey Jason and BMW. Jasper Kuismanen once again second place for the Porsche. Ben Morris Hodges on debut P3. Peter Kuismanen P4. It does look like that. It does look he has just a tiny bit of fuel advantage over Mohamed Colombo. So it'll be Kuismanen P4, Colombo P5. I think Ferrari still outscore Porsche by just a tiny bit. Dimitri Bode will get third place, Roland Doza second, Magnus Mikkelsen fourth, and Lucas Mutig will get fifth place. He's the only car that's still running on track currently, along with Daniel Adesina, who has just finished his race, standing in turn 1. Great race for Ferrari as they once again show how it's done. Incredible race for Corey Jason, and he, I believe, is about to claim the Season 1. I think he just claimed today the Season 2 GT3 title. Don't take my word for that though. It still could be on, but I don't really believe it is. Realistically. So, thank you guys for tuning in.